Hi everyone, welcome back. In our last video, we covered the basics of Adhoc subprocess and how they function. In this video, let's diving into one specific feature called completion condition. First of all, what is completion condition? Generally, right, as per our understanding based on last video, Adhoc subprocess stays active as long as all the elements or tasks are active, correct? But you have such a use case. If any one of the elements is getting completed, I want to cancel all other elements and move out of the subprocess. Think about it, right? I'll take the same example which we discussed last video. Imagine this is your subprocess with the two tasks, which is reviewer and approver. If approver signs off the document, do you need again reviewer has to do his job? No, right? Obviously, we don't need to wait for the reviewer anymore. We want to just move forward this sub process. Correct? This is what the place where your completion condition will help you. Right? I'll help you with a simple configuration how you can do this. Right? So let's understand this workflow. First of all, it is expecting some input which is you are sending as your input data, and then I'm assigning that input data to activate object. You are all already aware of it, what is this activator object is going to do, because it is going to play a main role here, which is active elements, right? Then inside it, each task will have the reviewer and this is the approver. It is having their own ID, obviously, right? Then I'm adding one more field property called approved. Okay, it is false here under reviewer, and here I'm making the approved true. Okay, I'm going to use this property in my Adhoc process property called completion, and where I'm going to keep this property whatever we assigned through the task. So when this condition is becoming true, what I'm saying, cancel all remaining process or instance and move forward. That's it. You got it, right? So I'm assigning one property through my elements. If any of the task is making the property as true, I'm simply coming to my Adhoc process, canceling all the remaining active properties. Got it? Let's run this quickly and see the difference when it is reaching as true, how it is behaving, when it is reaching as false, how it is behaving. Okay, let me deploy this diagram quickly, right? So let me open operate. Okay, so one process instance got created and it is waiting for the enter task detail stage. I'm claiming this task. Now I'm going to enter the input data, right, which is might be reviewer and approver. Let me give the both, right, and I'm completing. Now I am going to see that token has to be available for reviewer and approver. Yes, exactly. Now you can see that task was created for both of them, right? Now what I will do, first I will go for a reviewer. I will claim this task. Okay, I will complete it. Okay, now if I see my operator, yes, this got completed and it is waiting for the task approver. Okay, let me go to task approver. Okay, and I'm completing it. Okay, so now let me go to that operate and see that. Okay, so now this is what the flow you are expecting, right? So now let me trigger one more instance. Okay, so where I am going to complete my task. I'm claiming that first task, right? Let's see that opening another tab which will help you more clear. Okay, now I am going to pass the same way of reviewer and approver. So now reviewer and approver task has to be get created here. Okay, got created. Now I am going to approve this task directly without reviewer. I mean, reviewer is not done, might be I'm directly going to approve it. What will happen based on our expectation? When approved is become true, because this task having the property of approved is true, right? When this is true, my Adhoc subprocess has to behave, cancel all remaining processes or remaining elements and has to move forward, right? So I'm completing my approver task. Now see the magic, right? Let's wait for a seconds to reflect in that operate dashboard. See, I completed this task automatically. I never done anything with the reviewer. Now if I go and see that, see, reviewer task is not even available. What happened? It was cancelled by the system. My Adhoc subprocess cancelled it based on my configuration, right? And it is moved out of the Adhoc subprocess. In our case, it was ended up the workflow itself, right? So hope you got it. What is the purpose of completion condition in the Adhoc subprocess, right? Thanks for watching the video. Let's catch up in the next video. See you.